Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so. You're all super duper wonderful, super duper beautiful and super duper delish. Okay, and I hope that you're all super duper well wherever you are in the world and that life is treating you oh so deliciously wherever you are. So what do we do? 3, 2, 1. Beam me up, my juice little lads. Thank you, little lads. They're lovely and bright. Okay? And good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any passers-by, okay? And I hope that you too are having a super delicious time wherever you are in the world and that life is treating you fabulously as well. Now then, the sun is shining in our neck of the woods in the old UK where I live. So what do we do? In parts, not everywhere. So what do we do? The sun has got his hat on. Hip, 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 hooray. Now it is picking up with the old wind, okay, my delicious little babies. It has gone rather dull and there's no rain. Okay, my delicious little babies, so as you know, I like to give the weather forecast. Now then, if you do happen to enjoy my video today, and it does happen to help you in some way, because you may very well, you know, find the information that I give out today you know, important for some of you, okay? Then please, if you could click on the like. For others of you, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel and you do enjoy my videos, if you could please click on the subscribe. For others of you, please feel free to comment. It's always welcomed. And finally, if you would like to share my video with other delicious man or woman out there who, you know, may find the information useful, then please feel free to do that as well. And thank you. Now then, so I just want to give out some bits of information today, okay? Because, you know, with me, it's you see, I have been doing a lot more videos, my delicious little babies. Yes, I have, yes. And, well, it's whatever I feel a need to put out. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes. And then you may just get a day where I do not send any videos out. Do you see what I'm saying to you, sweet? Yes, it's just like one of those. It's just how I rock and roll. Sometimes, my delicious little babies, you know, I just like to give as much out as I can. And other times, you know, I might get the odd day where I do not wish to give anything at all. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes. Now then, so let's make a start. So this morning, I was listening to, okay, and it happens to be on YouTube, my delicious little babies. If you could please type in the space bar for me, please, and thank you. Would you object to a new face mask muzzle mandate? ? Okay, so would you object to a new face mask mandate? I call it a muzzle, my delicious little babies, yes? Well, it's simply what it looks like, isn't it? Right, without the flipping, the only difference is it's lines, isn't it, anyway? Now then, this is, if you look in the subscribe, yes, it is G for Gertie, B for Bravo, GB News, okay? Now then, and who it is, you know, who there's two doctors basically. Let me put this in simple terms. There's two doctors, yes. It's number one is Dr. David Liverman, and then the second one is Dr. Barrett. What's that? Pankhania or Pankhania, however anybody says it. Okay. Now then. And what it was discussing, yes, because you had doctor, so we're going to tick that off, my delicious little babies, yes. So you had two doctors there, right? Now, Dr. David Liverman seemed to have a different view, okay? Quite a different view, the way it came across to me, yes, my delicious little babies, to Dr. Barrett. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, yes? So the thing is, you've got one doctor who's saying that, you know, because as we all know, this is all common sense, my delicious little babies. Yes, and by the way, I do not feel like I'm saying anything wrong on my video at all. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes. I'm discussing about something that's already, there we go, on YouTube. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now, as we all very well know, if somebody goes into surgery, yes, you know, anyway, I won't go into my thoughts on some of the surgical procedures. Anyway, as we very well know, surgeons will usually wear, you know, a headdress, a hat and everything, won't they? Do you understand what I mean? Or a bandana or something like that, yes? And then they'll wear a muzzle, they'll wear a mask, won't they? But, you know, at the end of the day, as we've all very well known, which we have known long time, that's, you know, at the end of the day, that's used because obviously if you're doing an operation and something splashes back at you, do you see what I'm saying to you? So it wouldn't really feel, and I should imagine that anybody would feel that way. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Well, anyone who's normal, whatever our definition of normal is, okay? So for that reason, well, you know, you would use a muzzle, wouldn't you? A mask, okay? But, so this is what this Dr. David, anyway, but I'd just like you to take a listen to this, please, my delicious little babies, yes, because you see, you've got Dr. Barrett on the other hand, wanting to promote better quality muzzles. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, yes? So it's like I said before, and I'm saying it again, you have to read it, there we go, you have to read in between the lines of the crack there we go, is what's going on here, yes? Now what it is, we also have to understand that the box in the corner of the room, Alternative are in these studios, yes? So it's not being, well, I'm not being nasty, I'm just saying it's the way it is. They're owned by somebody else, there we go, aren't they? Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? So this is just to say how man and woman feel out there. Do you see what I mean? In other words, fishing. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? I would pretty much say fishing to see how much, there we go, how much they could get away with. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, so one has to always read in between the lines of things, yes? Okay, my delicious little babies, yes? Because sometimes it's not, you know, just one or the other. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? But I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, there's been a lot of flipping doctors and nurses, there we go, ding ding, who have flipping annoyed me over time. Do you see what I mean? And it's over many flipping years. But what I'm saying is, that flipping second doctor there, do you see what I mean? He needs to spare a thought, very much so, for opening his trap and the things that he comes out with. Do you see what I mean? Yes? It's what I would call in the runes, all and nothing. That's what I would say. Knows flipping F all, because if he flipping did, he wouldn't be coming out with his flipping crocker shite. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, yes? So, that's what I have to say there now then, okay? So, that's that. If you could please take a look, my delicious little babies, yes? So you can really see how things are rocking and rolling here, yes? Now then, let's go on to our lovely Charlie Ward. I love my lovely Charlie Ward. Not in that way, everybody, okay? Now, I was listening to a video last night, actually, yesterday evening, and somebody who I actually flipping love going on there, not in that way, everybody, right? Is Jason Q, okay? He's flipping banging ears. I mean, he's you know, at the end of the day, you have to understand him. Do you know what I mean? You see, he's an absolute world of knowledge. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, he is. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. So, you know, but you have to listen to him. I've been, you know, listening to him, on off for a long time. Do you see what I'm saying to you? And he's a lovely gentleman, not in that way, everybody, okay? But when himself, he and our lovely little Charlie Ward and our lovely little Jason Q are on there, yes? Oh, it's lovely. It doesn't feel as if you're listening to a video, like 50 odd minutes. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, yes? So yeah, really interesting indeed, okay? So if you could please take a look at Charlie Ward TV, okay? Charlie Ward TV, okay? And then you'll see, and then if you just see the one with our lovely Charlie Ward and our lovely Jason Q. Do you understand what I mean? Because like I say, I just think they're both brilliant. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? Because really at the end of the day, I will only ever advertise who I think are flipping brilliant. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Yes, I'm not going to advertise anybody. I'm not being disrespectful to anybody, my delicious little babies, yes? But there's no way on this earth that I would entertain Egypts and twats. No, I would not. And that's not being disrespectful, but sometimes mothers do have them. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? So I like to stick to intelligence, common sense, yes? And ones who've got plenty of wisdom. Okay, my delicious little babies, now then. So let's tick that one off. Now then, I'd also like you to go on to our lovely Alexander Mercuris, okay? You can find him on YouTube. He's also on the Duran, okay? You can also find him on BitChute, Telegram, Rumble, Odyssey, Rockfin, Locals, okay? I do not feel that I've missed anything out, okay? My delicious little babies. Also, you could also, if you could please go onto YouTube again, it's called The Dive. The Dive, as in you dive into something, yes? And that's with Jackson Hinkle, okay? Which is spelled H for Harry, I for Indigo, N for November, K for Kitten, L for Lima, E for Echo, okay? The Dive with Jackson Hinkle, yes. Oh, he's flipping banging as well. He flipping makes me laugh, Not in that way, my delicious little babies, but he's flipping really funny as well. The way he comes across, do you see what I mean? Yes, he's just, sometimes I just find him hilarious. And the final one that I would like to mention today, no, there isn't actually, because there's another two, is our lovely Garland Nixon, okay? Garland Nixon, okay? And by the way, you can find our little Jackson on Twitter as well, okay? I'm pretty sure he'll probably still be under the dive, okay? All very interesting, yes? And we've got our lovely Garland Nixon, who you'll find on YouTube, okay? I'm not sure if he's on others. I don't know. Oh, I cannot remember, my delicious little babies. Okay, so basically that's all of the advertising. There's one more to go, okay, for today. So this one I want to talk about, yes, is his name, if you look in the subscribe, on YouTube again, my delicious little babies, is, Richard. I've mentioned him last year again, okay? I mentioned him last year, my delicious little babies, yes? Richard Vobes, which is spelled V for Victor, O for Oscar, B for Bertie, E for Echo, S for Sugar. So we're going to tick this one off as well, my delicious little babies, yes? Now, this gentleman here, if you was to type into the space bar in YouTube, it's okay, then a comma, MP, MP, okay, Mr. P-R-I-C-K, in our neck of the woods in the old UK, and for other ones around the world, okay? So I've just, thought of other words to use, okay? Says there is nothing to worry about. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes? So I'll repeat that once again. It's okay, comma, MP, Mr. P-R-I-C-K, says there is nothing to worry about, okay? And that's YouTube, and in the subscribe you should see Richard Vobes, okay? So what he does is, okay, is how he does things, I don't know what I've opened my book for because I haven't finished yet. My delicious little babies, yes? Now, seems a pleasant enough gentleman, okay? Nothing in that way. Do you get what I'm saying to you? Delicious Babies. Not being nasty, okay? But, I have to make that point clear to everybody, okay? Now, seems a very pleasant gentleman, yes, and he likes to give out information, about different things. Now, what happened here, just to explain to you, my delicious little babies, now, what happened here, and I was listening to this dear gentleman this morning, Richard Vobes, yes? And by the way, Charliewood TV, you can either DuckDuckGo it or you Google or whatever search engine you use and just type in, please, sweet, because you will not find our lovely Charliewood TV. You will not find it on YouTube, okay, my delicious little babies, yes? Unfortunately, these things happen, when others get banged off. Do you understand what I mean? When, of course, everything was proven, to be flipping true and correct. Do you see what I'm saying to you anyway? So what he was talking about was, okay, is that he received an email from, from somebody, okay? And this is to do with this Mr. P, yes? This MP. Mr. Prick, who clearly is not working for us in our neck of the woods in the old UK. No, he is not. Our delicious little babies, yes. And he had plenty to say about the likes of myself out here and others who refuse to take the old jab, or any boosters. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, because you see, we're so wrong, us anti-vaxxers, as apparently he'd replied to somebody, who'd emailed Richard Vobes, yes? This MP replied back to whoever it was, and these were the things that he'd obviously written back or typed back. That... what is it? That we're nutty. So anybody who's just trying to look after their health out here, my delicious little babies, yes, and use our immune systems, yes, ding ding. So anybody like that, or anybody who questioned anything, yes, apparently, ding ding, we're flipping nutty. Do you see what I mean? As well as a lot of other things, okay? I'd love to flipping meet that MP, I would wipe the flipping floor with him. I would, my delicious little babies. I'm telling you that now. And everything's all right, is it? When I've heard, I'm not sure over how many weeks this is, my delicious little babies, because I must be honest, I never wrote that down. So, hands up there, I did not, yes. When you've had an extra, and God bless their beautiful dear little souls, yes. 2,000, my delicious little babies, and that's only in the UK alone, in my neck of the woods in the old UK. It's obviously around about, in different parts of the UK, okay? 2,000 a week. I'm not sure of how many weeks, by the way, my delicious little babies. And the reason why I'm saying this as well is that the data seems to not be rocking and rolling. So at 1 minute it's saying one thing, and then at another minute it's saying something else. Do you see what I'm saying? But correct me if I'm wrong. 2,000, God bless the beautiful dear little souls, 2,000 more delicious little babies passing a week. My delicious little babies, see? And that can be in all different environments. So some, God love them, would be at home. Others in, the old hospitals. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Or, occasionally, nursing homes. Yes, they seem to be a favourite, don't they? Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes. And this MP is calling us all the names under the sun. I'd love him to come to my flipping boat race and say it to me. He'd get flipping what for? Yes, he flipping well would. And I'm sure that if he spoke to anybody else who very sadly is either their health is not as good as what it should be now, or they have lost their beautiful dear loved ones, yes, because of the old jab, 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 jab. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, and he's saying that everything's okay. Sending a letter back that everything's okay and flipping, putting us down out here. And us who were trying to help all of the delicious little babies out there. Do you understand what I mean? To tell them no, do not take anything. And especially nothing that has not been tested. My delicious little babies, do you see what I mean? So who is your joker there? That is what I want to know. Who is he? Do you see? He's got to be a he anyway. Do you understand what I mean? Because I don't know, I just do not feel. Anyway, I never listened to the other half of the video yet. Do you see? That was enough for me. My delicious little babies, I'm not shouting at you. Do you understand what I mean? That was enough for me to listen to. That really flipping annoyed me. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? And not to mention all the other passings. God bless the beautiful dear souls all over the world. Anyway, so I'm not going to say nothing more, my delicious little babies, yes? So if you could please look at that on YouTube, please just take a listen, my delicious little babies, and thank you for those of you out there who are interested in listening, you know, to these videos about the latest of what's going on, okay? Because they do cover everybody who I, you know, advertise, yes? That they cover other things, yes? Okay, you know, you've got some who are, God love them, you know, geopolitical, yes? Then you've got others who talk about all different things, what's going on around the world, you know, now flipping crackers it's become. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, my delicious little babies, yes? So, you know, and I just like to give this information out, yes? And if it will help some of you in some way, then please, and thank you. Please watch the videos, okay? And if you can, with anybody who I've advertised, yes? Because I just enjoy doing that. That's what I enjoy doing, yes? For anybody who's been advertised, who I ever advertised from the start of my journey, you know, 19th of December 2021 on YouTube, yes? If you could please pass the videos on to whoever you can. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, because this is really important now because, you know, everybody needs to know what's going on. You know, the delicious little babies. There are a lot more who do know what's going on, but we need to awaken, you know, the ones who are stirring. We need them fully awake. Do you see what I mean? Because like I said, the ones who we sadly cannot help, well, we know that we cannot help them. And it is just, God bless them, so sad. But what can we do? Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Yes. Now, finally, what I want to say. So, I'm not sure whether my video will stay up or whether it will not stay up, okay? This is something that I do not know. We will not know this until my video goes out, okay, my delicious little babies? But something was on my mind. Do you know what I mean? What's that song? You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Yes. Right. Now then, I don't know what's made me do that then. Sorry, please don't. Do you know what? I have a moment, you know. Like sometimes I can wake up. You know what I mean? My eyes go ding. Do you know what I mean? And I sit up and I just get a song or something in my head and I'm just singing it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Oh, I get me moments, you know? Or like I can go around, you know, with the vacuum and I'm, you know, and I'm giving my little babies a little kiss, you know what I mean? And then I'm playing my tunes and I'm blasting, you know, and I'm doing the whole vacuuming. Do you know what I mean? Or the steam mopping. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Or when I'm cleaning windows. Do you know what I mean? You know, it just perks you up, doesn't it? Oh, anyway, take the notice of me. I do have my odd moments, my delicious little babies, as you all very well know, okay? Anyway, there's obviously a reason why I, sang that song. Right now then, let's get back to this then, yes? So, what I'm going to say about this now, my delicious little babies, this is on my mind, yes? Ding, ding, the old noddle. Yes. And something said to me, you know, look at the ingredients, what's in codeine. I don't know what made me. So now, So I'm going to read it out to you, my delicious little babies, yes? You must always remember with me, there's method in my madness. My little beautiful babies, yes? Whatever I say, okay? Please and thank you. Thank you, thank you. So the ingredients in codeine. So you've got codeine and hydrate. Then you've got a comma. Then you've got 7, 8 hyphen dyed hydro. Okay? Hyphen 4. Flipping lots of numbers, isn't there? Okay, then you've got 5 alpha. You know that's like Alfa Romeo, isn't it? You know, like what the old Bill used. You know, and their old walkie-talkies. Alfa Romeo. Anyway, so you've got 5 alpha hyphen epoxy. Okay? Hyphen 3. Okay? What's that? Methoxy hyphen 17. Yes, we see that number a lot, don't we? But of course, you know, 1 and 7 comes to 8 again, doesn't it? You know, I remember last year I was talking a lot about numbers, wasn't I? Certain numbers are, you know, very, very, very important. Hyphen, right, methylmorphine, my delicious little babies, hyphen, it continues, 6 alpha, hyphen OL, so it's not 0L, it's OL. Then we got in brackets, here we go again, 5 alpha, 6 alpha, okay? I mean, there's a lot of alpha, there's a lot of numbers. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? Lots of numbers. Bit like a lottery, isn't it? Some you win, some you lose. I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I'm just going to read out that last part of this, yes? So, codeine, my delicious little babies, for whoever's interested in this, okay? Because not everybody will be, okay? Is one of the natural plant alkaloids found in extracts of opium. Oh, opium. Poppy day. 11th of the 11th, isn't it, in our neck of the woods in the old UK? And is commonly used to treat mild to moderate pain and cough. Oh, just going to tick that off, my delicious little babies. Now then, I've always said, my delicious little babies, okay, I am not a doctor and I am not a nurse, and neither would I wish to be. All it is with me is that I look into things. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes, I've been doing it a long time, yes. Okay, now then, the thing is that, yeah, to treat mild to moderate pain and cough. Well, you see, I've always said to anybody who I've ever come across, yes, in my lifetime, yes, any delicious babies out there, I've always said anything with an "een" on the end, an "een", okay? The best way to remember, do forgive me, is always remember N for November, E for Echo at the end. So anything with an "een" on the end, my delicious babies, or anything with an on the end. So an A for apple and an N for November. An or an "een" is highly addictive. Yes, ding ding. Yes? Okay, my delicious babies, I've known this many years, okay? Now then, whoever I've known who's ever taken codeine, in my lifetime I'm talking about, and I'm 50 this year, okay, my delicious little babies, there has been some, okay, not all, okay, but for some over my decades have actually become rather addicted to this old codeine. Always remember the "een." opium, poppy. Where did that come from? Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, so you can actually go as well. So anyway, so I, DuckDuckGo that. Okay, my delicious little babies. So yeah, it's not Google, it's DuckDuckGo. Yes, that's what I went through. Yes, I wouldn't even go there myself with the other that I've just mentioned. The reason why, because they seem to flipping cover everything up, don't they? Okay, my delicious little babies. Yes, please look at Chrome, Google Chrome. Okay, with something else. Starts with an A, Chrome. Do you see what I'm saying, my delicious little babies? Yes. So for part of it, it's in plain sight, yes. But the other parts, you have to go through pages and pages and pages. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes. So I just made it easier for myself. Okay. Now then, so, and the second one, this is called, so again, you can actually go on to DuckDuckGo, my delicious little babies, yes? And you can actually type in drug lib. So it's L for Lima, I for Indigo, B for Bertie, yes? That's all one, it's two words into one, rolled into one. Druglib.com, okay? Druglib.com, yes? And this one here, because of course then it leads me on to something else. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, yes? And then, with my old noddle, because I like to flipping look at things and read and listen, and do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, yes? So this one is morphine. Okay, now I've just made this rather simple things really. Okay, my delicious little babies, didn't really need to do much more. No, I didn't. In fact, nothing at all. Morphine ingredients, heroin, my delicious little babies, hydrochloride. Now, for some of you delicious little babies out there, you will know what are in things, yes? But for others of you, you will not know, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? So I thought I'd leave it like that, put a massive full stop, tick that one off for today, my delicious little babies, yes? Yeah, let's look at that, heroin, Yes, heroin, yeah. It's not like somebody's a heroin, like a hero, is it really? Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Especially when you look on the streets, all over the world, in our neck of the woods, in the old UK and all over the world, what's taken place over decades. So I wouldn't say whoever's doing what they're doing, okay? Who started this flipping crack, okay? Well, yeah, crack, heroin, crack, yeah. Well, I wouldn't call them heroin for bringing into countries. Do you see what I'm saying? They're no flipping hero at all. But getting back to the heroin, yes, caused many issues, hasn't it? I'm not going to say anything more on that. I've watched enough over the decades to see what things like that type of does. God bless them, to dear souls. And then you've got hydrochloride. Correct me if I'm wrong, I used to be a very active swimmer. I used to love swimming. I still do. It's just, I just do not go as, nearly as often as what I should, really. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes, anyway, it doesn't matter. I keep myself fit in other ways. Do you see what I'm saying to you? But the fact of the matter is this, my delicious little babies, yes, is that at the end of the day, chloride, correct me if I'm wrong here, because it goes into swimming pools, doesn't it? And what is it they tell you? What is it they tell you? Well, they tell you not to swallow the water. Do you see what I'm saying to you? It's just that just come to me old noddle, ding ding. Chloride, yes. And of course, if you put too much chloride in a swimming pool, you know what I mean? You really feel, it affects your eyes, it affects your, it affects your breathing, it affects everything, doesn't it, my delicious little babies, yes? And then if you do not put enough in, apparently according to what they say, well, it's only what they tell us, isn't it? That's what we've got to remember here, my delicious little babies, because you've got to remember, you must remember, my delicious little babies, sorry, that everything seems to be lies, 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 just rolls off the tongues. Do you see what I'm saying to you? But if you do not put enough in, oh, well, they say, oh, you know, you may, you know, get poorly or pick something up, or, do you know what I mean? Okay, my delicious little babies, yes? So, getting back to this then, so if they tell you not to swallow the water if you're swimming in a swimming pool, yes, it's got chloride in it, then what's it doing in the morphine? Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? It's a bit like paracetamol, isn't it? I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head. Look to this, is it a paraffin or something? Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, yes? Do you say? I was just wondering really why these things are in. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Really wondering, you know. Do you see what I mean? Okay. So that's all I wanted to say for the video, my delicious little babies, okay? So yet it's another video that's gone out. So if my video stays up, then it stays up. And if you do happen to stumble across me, you do happen to enjoy my video today, you know, can I please say thank you for even taking the time, for those of you delicious little babies and beautiful little babies, for even taking the time to watch and listen to my video today, okay? But if you see where it's been removed, then you're going to know the reason why, my delicious little babies, yes? I mean, they may just let me keep it up. Do you see what I'm saying to you, okay? We just have to wait and see, won't we? Yes? My delicious little babies, yes? So on that note, so just food for thought, really, okay? So I'll leave that with you all. So until my next video, wishing you the most beautiful morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world, okay, my delicious little babies? Yes, you just take care of yourselves now. You just look after yourselves, okay? You just stay as super duper beautiful and delicious as you always have done and you always will be, okay? Now then, and please continue to feel the love, okay? Give everybody hugs, you know, that does not mean jumping on them, okay? And, well, unless you're with them anyway, okay? For others of you, you know, please, you know, just give them a pat on the back or, you know, a shake of the old hand, you know what I mean? And if somebody's feeling sad, you know, please just, you know, find a way to cheer them up in some way. You know, maybe crack a joke or something. I heard a joke the other day, my delicious little babes. I'll just crack you up now, okay? And the joke was, oh gosh, so I just seen the funny side, do you know what I mean? But for those of you, you may not, okay? But this wonderful dear gentleman, not in that way, my delicious little babies, because it happens to be my beautiful dear, one of my dear and beautiful little friends, you know, and I love them so, okay? Her dear husband and a beautiful dear self. Oh, yeah, beautiful couple, you know, so flipping beautiful, brilliant sense of humour. Do you see what I mean? They're just so wonderful and beautiful, and I love them. You know what I mean, with all my heart. They know who they are, and she'll know, you know, listening to the video anyway. But it turned out, he just come out with it. It was just a flipping one line of a delicious babies just before I go, right? And he said, you know what? He was doing some work, like, and he said, you know what? He said, I'm selling 3 packs of After Eights. He said, on YouTube, sorry, not on YouTube. Let me rewind and start again. I don't know what's going on with my noddle yesterday, right? He said, I'm selling 3 packs of After Eight, you know, on like a famous website, I won't say, yes, because I don't, you know, not going to advertise them anymore. They've already got enough advertising, okay? And he said, you know, so I'm advertising these 3 packs of After Eights. He said, on this large website, he said they're in mint condition. Sorry, it's just, what it it was just the way you said it. Do you see what I'm saying, to your delicious babies, yes? But you'll know what website I'm on about. But anyway, it was just the one liner, but it just made me laugh. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, because he's always coming out with one liners, God love him. Do you know what I mean? But they're just such a beautiful couple. Yes, you couldn't wish to meet a more beautiful couple. I'm so blessed that they're beautiful dear friends in my life. Yes, ding ding, I really, really am, you know. Okay, so on that note, until the next video, you just take care now. Lots of love. So yeah, just crack a joke to somebody. Do you know what I mean? Just cheer them up. You know what I mean? Or just lead them, tell them about a nice piece of music they can listen to. You know, nothing negative. Do you see what I mean? Because we want positivity at all times. Positive mental attitude, yes? So until the next video, much love, God bless, take care, thank you, goodbye.